Hello everybody, welcome to the adventures of the town electrician. I hiked up the highest mountain today, huffed and puffed up here, and wanted to bring you along and show you this beautiful spot. And I wanted to tell you a story about my friend Jimmy and that mountain right behind us right there. You know, it's obviously lower in elevation, but way more difficult to get up. There's actually no trail going up there, and you know, my friend Jimmy, he's had a lot of back problems in his life, and he's a guy about my age, and we have hiked many miles around here, in fact thousands of miles. And you know, he needed a back operation and had health insurance, but his health insurance wouldn't pay for the operation, so you know, it kept getting worse and worse, and he just had no choice. That's the last thing you want to do, you know, as you're getting closer to retirement, is take money out of your savings account for your back. But he just had to do it, and so he got $25,000 he had to withdraw, and he went over to Austria, and a German doctor put 2 titanium artificial discs in his back. So he comes back and he starts rehabbing, and he was real meticulous about his rehab, and within 11 months of that serious operation, he was leading me up that mountain right there. And I can't even tell you how difficult it was. Had it been any more difficult, we would have needed climbing gear to get up there. But we made it, and I remember on the way up, I knocked my head, almost knocked myself out, and you know, we finally got on top, and we're having a little lunch up there, and I was trying to stabilize and just fearing the hike down, because you know, it's always easier to get up than it is to get down. Then on the way down, you know, we got turned around and we're off on the side of the mountain, and Jimmy had gotten ahead of me a little bit, and we got to this one spot where, you know, I looked over the edge and I couldn't see Jimmy. I said, "Jimmy, is this the way?" He says, "Yeah, you gotta drop." So there was a tree there like this, and a little ledge that I had to hit, and I only had to drop probably about that far. So I hung over the edge, and he says, "You can do it, Chuck." And I dropped down, and had I not made that ledge, I would have been over the edge and I would have lost my life. So we continued on our hike and made it back. But I mean, hats off to Jimmy. Who could have a serious operation like that, get 2 artificial discs put in your back, and within 11 months make a climb like that? I mean, that takes a lot of guts. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today. From border to border, adios.